Hey, good afternoon everybody. A little more than an hour left of fishing. It's been red hot here today. So I'm going to give you an update on what we have. We have the Peggy releasing the Gregory Pool first blue marlin of the day. Actually first marlin of the day, but it was a blue marlin. The Lucchese has released a blue marlin. The Sea Hound has released a white marlin and a blue marlin today. The Peggy 2 Sioux has released 2 blue marlins. The Tail Gunner boated a blue marlin that was weighed in earlier, but unfortunately it did not make the tournament minimum. So we won't be posting a weight for that. The Oarsman has released 2 blue marlin. The Psyched Out has released a white marlin. The Cane Pole with a blue marlin. The Carolina Lady with a sailfish and the Benchmark with a sailfish. El Cazador, a blue marlin with a junior angler. Let's see, the Justified had a white marlin. The Heels and Reels with a blue marlin release. The Bank Walker with a blue marlin. The Release with a blue marlin. The Annie C, a white marlin. The Reel still released a blue marlin. The Predator is still hooked up since 10:41 this morning. The Can Do 2 with the blue marlin. The Sea Fix with blue marlin. The Real Country has boated a blue marlin, and we expect them at dock around 3 o'clock. The Electric Bill is still hooked up since 11:08 this morning. The Horseplay with a blue one. Real Affair with a blue one. Genetic Disorder with a blue one. The Hatter Dunn has boated a blue marlin. We're not sure when they'll be here. They're up near Hatteras, so we expect them later this afternoon. The Triple S, a white marlin. The Hammer Time, a blue marlin. The Marlin Fever, a blue marlin. The Accordingly, a blue marlin. High Octane, a blue marlin. The Uno Mas, a blue marlin. The Grand Slam, a sailfish. Lights Out, a blue marlin. The Sea Toy is still fighting a fish. The Big Dog, a blue marlin. The Ann Warwick, 2 blue marlin. CIC, a blue marlin. Outnumbered, a blue marlin. The Bad Boy, a white marlin. The 007 has been hooked up since 104. And we also have the Diamond Girl with a blue marlin release, Megabyte, a blue marlin release, Anio, a blue marlin release, the Hatter's Fever, the Lone Wolf, both also white marlin releases, and the Welder's Art with a blue marlin release. By my rough count, I think that's 33 blue marlin releases, 8 white marlin releases, and 3 sailfish so far today with 3 fish taken. 2 will still be coming to the scales, and we can't wait to see you down here. Thanks. Y'all have fun.
Pay attention. I'm on a mission. I'm there with a vision. And this is my world now. So anyone who tries to write me off, tell them they can go and write this down. This is my world now.
It was a whirlwind. I mean, I wasn't really in belief that I had cancer. I was treated on the geriatric floor, and I remember so vividly walking into the unit and just looking in the doors, hoping that there would be another person my age. It was hard not to be able to have face-to-face contact or human interaction with someone else my age. I want people to know the gravity of what Teen Cancer America can do for a young adult who's going through so many changes. It's the feeling that you're not alone.
I'm standing here with our official weighmaster for Big Rock Blue Marlin Week, Randy Gregory. Randy, we're standing Hi, I'm standing here with Randy Gregory, the official weighmaster of the Big Rock Blue Marlin tournament. And Randy, we're standing here at the slip. Tell us what happens when they boat a fish and here they come backing down.
Well, first of all, we got to get the boat tied up and get it where we can get our scale and everything to it. So we just welcome them to the weigh station. We're glad to have them, and then get our scale set up, make sure we're all zeroed out, and then it gets the hard part. That's why we got some great big guys that come pull on this rope, get the fish in the air, and get a weight on it, get it steady, and make sure there's nothing in the fish, a gaff still or rope on it or everything. So the whole time we're talking to the crew and everything, and really we're just gathering some information about what's happened. If they have a rule issue or something like that, it's sometimes better we can clear things up right away. So we're looking to make sure that the fish was caught in accordance with the rules. We get a good weight on the fish, and then we take some measurements and stuff and start doing a little bit of science.
Well, and once they come back down, we've had a busy morning already. What happened earlier? They boated a Blue Marlin, but what happened?
So the fish didn't meet the tournament minimum for 110 inches or 400 pounds. So the fish didn't qualify. But then after that, we started taking our measurements and things, and then we actually put the fish in a truck that goes to the North Carolina State University CMAS building down on the waterfront by the community college in Morehead City, and they are working with a whole group of marine scientists that are looking at these fish. It's very rare that a marlin is landed, and what we do is we take every opportunity we can to get all the information, all the biological kind of information off of fish when it is landed. By far, even at this tournament, we'll have released like 97, 98% of the fish. So it's just a very few fish that'll actually come in. So I'm a fisheries biologist, and as a marine biologist, I want to make sure that I do everything I can to get the samples off the fish when they do come in. They're rare event species. They're not landed very often. So we
Tell
like
us-
every opportunity we can.
Tell us something that the ordinary person that doesn't get to go offshore, what would he not know that you know by doing the science on the fish?
What they eat. That's one of the big things that we look at is what their diet is. So are we doing anything to impact the fish that they feed on? And they eat small little tunas, and we'll see a bunch of them. They're called bullet mackerel or frigate mackerel, but they're little tuna-like fish, and they eat them. And I've seen dozens in their bellies. So that's one of the main things that they eat here.
How old do they actually get, and how big could a blue marlin get?
Well, our state record's 1,228 pounds, and that's a big blue marlin. That fish could be 20 years old. However, these fish grow very fast their first few months and years, and so they'll get up to 200 or 300 pounds very fast because it doesn't pay to be small where those guys are living because there's plenty of things that can eat them. So, but once they get to a few hundred pounds, their growth really slows, and it takes a much, it's like us. Babies grow really fast, and once you get to be a teenager, you kind of slow down.
Tell us one other thing about the game fish. Same thing happens with them as well?
Yes, so we actually have a group of the NC State biologists that are here at the weigh station, and they are doing a stomach predator-prey analysis right here at the weigh station. So we get to see what those guys are feeding off of. And we had a tuna the other day. It was full of paper nautiluses. So everybody's familiar with the nautilus shell. And
I have no idea what that is.
Well, it's kind of like a squid or an octopus, but it has a shell, and they're really cool shells. And we found a bunch of those in the tuna. So that was pretty cool.
All pretty cool to me. So have a good week. Hope you have a busy week, and it's going to be good stuff.
All right.
Welcome back to our continuing coverage of the 62nd annual Big Rock Blue Marlin Tournament. There's been a lot of great fishing action today, and of course that's one of the things that the Big Rock really focuses on. But another thing that we do very well is our charitable work here in Carteret County and in eastern North Carolina. And I'm pleased to be joined by Gene McClendon representing the Hope Mission Ministries. Gene is an annual recipient. He's a core charity. His group is a core charity recipient from the Big Rock Blue Marlin Tournament. And Gene has a gift of gab, so I'm going to throw a couple of softballs out there and let Gene just go with it.
Thank
Gene,
you, Tommy.
first of all, tell us just give us an overview of the Hope Mission Ministries.
Well, Hope Mission Ministries is a multifaceted ministry. We have 4 separate 501c3 nonprofit organizations that are part of our ministry. One is our big soup kitchen, and we're open 7 days a week. Last year, 38,000 meals, 2,100 volunteers who came in to serve. With that, emergency financial assistance, we disperse $1,000 a week, power bills, water bills, gas bill for the working poor. We have homeless services for men and women, one home for women that holds 7 women, and a facility for men that holds 15 men. And those stay pretty much full. And then out of our soup kitchen, we also do Meals on Wheels for 45 homebound seniors that are in our community. And then we have Hope Recovery Homes, which is our substance abuse ministry as a part of our umbrella. And we keep 30 to 50 alcoholics and addicts with us for 6 months at a time, absolutely free. We raise all the money, blah, blah, blah kind of stuff. And we developed a diversion program for Carteret County Jail last year. And so we take in men and women every Friday to Carteret County Jail. And we have about 20 of those folks coming out of jail and electronic monitoring who live with us for 6 months at a time. And then we have a big thrift store, about 14,000 square foot, and it is what we believe is the best thrift store in town.
Now let's talk. I don't mean to interrupt you, but let's talk about that thrift store for just a second. That's a new. It's not a new venture for you, but a brand new location.
That's right.
So
Tommy.
tell us about it. Here's your advertisement.
Oh my! Well, we started our thrift stores 3 years ago as a way to raise funds to financially support our homeless services. And we were in small facilities. We began looking immediately for bigger, and we couldn't find one. And then through Florence last year, there was a building downtown at 1509 Arundel Street, has 6 city blocks attached to it, and that building was pretty much demolished through the storm. And they had just come back and put a new roof on it, and the owner decided he would sell it. He knew about Hope Mission and the things we were doing, so he approached Buff Chalk, who sits on my board at our foundation, about knowing somebody that would be interested in purchasing the building. We met with him, signed the contract that day. I mean, it was a gift from God, and we have completely gutted it, remodeled it. Jerry Jones, our mayor and construction company, done all that stuff, and we opened up the 1st of May.
Yeah, COVID-19 got you a little bit too.
Yes,
didn't
it did. It kept us on. But we had planned on that. I got smart businessmen that really give major direction to our ministry. And so they had made me prepare for being down 6 months.
Well, I guess it gave you some more time to get everything just right, too, didn't it?
Yeah, it gave us a lot of time to work on there and do the things we were doing. Our only problem is we don't have enough space. We still have 28 storage units jam-packed full of stuff. There's an endless supply of stuff in Carteret County.
And people are in there all the time. It's a very busy place. Not only, I mean, you can't help but see it on Arundel Street. People are in there shopping.
Yes.
People are pulling up to the back door, delivering goods to
you. It has
you.
been a gift, really a gift from God for us, that we have a generous community. And they know why we do what we do. They know we do this to support our soup kitchen, our homeless services, the financial assistance. We do that to support all. And people say, hey, we like that the funds you raise here stay in our county. And that's not bragging, it's just what we do. And we hire internally, so if somebody comes through our homeless services or our recovery system, all of our staff have come that way. So we like hiring internally, so it gives people jobs. And they're very grateful to have that. And so our community is so generous, Tommy. And Well, like you guys here at Big Rock.
Yeah, I was going to say the Big Rock, the Hope Mission Ministries are considered one of our core charities, and the tournament makes an annual contribution to you. Now's your chance to lobby for a little bit more money.
Well,
I know we give you some money every year.
Yes,
I mean,
yeah.
what does that mean to you guys, and what do you do with some of the money?
For us, it is great community awareness because we're able to say, when I speak a lot, because I have the gift here of running my mouth, I speak a lot, and so I'm able to say, here are our major organizations in our county that believe in us and that support us financially, and I can list off a number of them. And we're always talking about Big Rock and their generosity and their kindness of engaging with us, and the trust factor that's built there when you become a core organization like we are for Big Rock. And so then we're able to we like to use most of the monies, the funds that you guys give us, for financial assistance. And what it is, when somebody comes in and they're behind on a power bill, water bill, gas bill, and these are working because we make a distinguishing difference, Tommy, and this is not being prejudiced in any way, but there are a group of people we call the lazy poor. They're not going to work. They just are not going to work no matter what. And then there's the working poor. And the working poor are doing the very best they can do. They're $8, $9, $10, $11 an hour worker, but that means there's no
help from time to time.
Yeah, there's no savings account, any of that kind of stuff. And so they do well until something goes south. The refrigerator quits, the car tears down, the washing machine dies, and then they are in a cycle that they cannot get out of. So we're able to partner with them to engage with Duke Energy or Carteret Craven or the city or the landlords to be able to help them meet that financial obligation they have.
Yeah, well, that's great. And I know, when you think about a place to go and a need that needs to be met in Carteret County, I know that your name and the Hope Mission name comes up an awful lot, and we're very grateful to have you as a partner of the Big Rock Tournament, and of course very proud of the work that you do, and so you can count on that money.
Well, thank you very much, Tom.
And I know
we're very grateful.
from time to time, the word has come down. We need a new refrigerator, and I think we've bought a new refrigerator
Yes,
from time
you
to
have.
time. Or
You certainly
we need new
have.
mattresses in a house, and we've come along with a little extra money from time to time. So
yes,
Gene, where can people contact you? Online, a website?
Yes, we have a website at hopemissionnc.org.
So people can go and visit.
You can go visit everything on our website, Facebook page. You just Google in
they'll find you.
all
They'll
that
find
kind of stuff. Arundel Street, 1505 and 1509 there. Phone numbers everywhere, Tom is. We're easy to
find. So if
find.
somebody wants to make a donation, either monetarily or something for the thrift store, they can get in touch with you or one of your staff members.
Yes, they can do it online.
You can make all that kind of money. You got a truck that'll go to people's houses and pick things up.
Thank God we do.
Absolutely.
We certainly do.
Well, Gene, thank you so much.
Thank you, Tommy.
Not only for being here, but for the great work that you do in Carteret County.
Thank you very much. It's our pleasure. And thank you guys for being such generous supporters.
You got
thank
you.
you.
Got it. Thank you, Gene. So that wraps it up here with Gene McClendon from the Hope Mission Ministries, one of the core charities of the Big Rock Tournament. And let's go back and look at that beautiful view of the Morehead City waterfront.
has been a long time in coming. You know, we were approaching really a safety issue on this floor. It was well past its useful life. It was really deteriorating, and it just was not the kind of thing that instilled a source of pride for Moorhead Middle. And so again, I can't say thank you enough to the Big Rock and all the other donors for making this happen. It's a much safer playing surface, and it's just something that we can have pride in, and it serves so many kids, so many students, both in this school and in this community.
Today we have the North Carolina Symphony visiting the Carteret County Schools. They're playing for 698 eager fourth graders, and for the majority this is the first time that they have had an experience of hearing live music from a professional orchestra. The Carteret County Public School System is so appreciative to the Big Rock Charitable Foundation for all they do for our public school students. Today's performance by the North Carolina Symphonies simply would not be possible without them sponsoring this event. But above and beyond that, the Big Rock does so much for our band programs. They have contributed to all three of the high school band programs, making new uniforms possible, purchasing travel trailers so that our marching bands can be goodwill ambassadors for all of Carteret County. And this is just the tip of the iceberg for what they do for our public school system.
At the beginning of my career, I was at a different bank. And now that bank is a different bank. Our clients know we are First Citizens, and when we get to tell our story of our history, they feel very confident in our name and in our brand, and that's something I'm really proud of. Being part of the community, that's forever first.
Here at Parker Honda, we are a family-owned and operated dealership. As soon as customers step in the door, we want you to feel comfortable here.
It's not about us selling anything, it's about making sure they get the right car and that they're happy.
Investing in employees is very important through training and, again, a commitment to a culture that serves the customer, and at the end that guarantees our future success.
The selling of a car is really the building and the starting of that relationship, and we truly see that as when you buy a car, that means the relationship has begun.
Well, welcome back here to our continuing coverage of the 62nd annual Big Rock Blue Marlin Tournament. The Real Country, a 58 Buddy Harris from here in Morehead City, is on its way to the scales. We can see him. You've had maybe a chance to see him in our shot here from the waterfront. We're expecting him at the weigh station here in just a few minutes. He is entered in the Level 5 Fabulous Fisherman's category, so the first fish boated over 500 pounds has a chance to win well over $550,000 today. Let's get a quick rundown of what's happened. 43 blue marlin caught and released today, 8 white marlins, and 3 sailfish caught and released. Currently, there are 5 boats hooked up and fighting fish right now. Also, the tail gunner weighed in a blue marlin earlier today. It did not make the tournament minimum, so we have no weight on that one. And the Hatter Dunn, a 43-foot Hatteras, fishing in the tournament up on the northern boundary, up near Hatteras, is they have boated a blue marlin. We're trying to reach them on the radio and find out what their ETA is, but they're on the way to the scales here at Big Rock Landing to weigh in a blue marlin. So that's sort of a recap of today's fishing thus far. Lots more to come here on the Morehead City waterfront. Stay with us and enjoy the Real Country weighing in a blue marlin here very shortly.
Got to go.